There are many reasons why we have to cover our hair. Primarily it's because the hair is, it's Ervah, it's an attractive part of a woman. And we are desensitized in this world of, Tzniut measures. People say to me, what's wrong with showing, your elbow, or what's wrong with the collarbone or whatever, is because we see so much of it that we don't appreciate anymore the attraction that there is in the upper part of the arm. I guarantee you, if any of us would turn up here with, a stringy top, you would go, oh my gosh, it would be as bad as if we walked around in a bathing suit to you, you know what I mean? Because you'd be, because that's not what you're used to. We have to balance. What is beautiful about Judaism is that Judaism is a religion of common sense. And with the mitzvah of covering the hair, we still have to look at the effect it has in the relationship with one's husband, and also the relationship with oneself. Now, there is no mitzvah on feeling yuck every time you look in the mirror. It's self-esteem and feeling comfortable with who you are and the way you look is a mitzvah. Very, very important. So there is no mitzvah on making yourself look ugly. You need to look in the mirror and feel that you are who you are, and that is reflected in there. So that's why a woman is allowed to wear a sheitel and cover the hair with a sheitel. Once I did try a sheitel in my younger days, which was so glamorous. I looked at myself in the mirror and thought, oh my gosh, I'm not so sure I want to walk out like that, because to me, it felt it was over the top. So again, each woman needs to be able to look in the mirror and make a judgment call for themselves. The other thing is that no husband wants to look at their wives and goes, that's my wife. In other words, you want to look attractive to your husband. You want to look presentable. You want him to look at you and go, wow. Okay, lots of men need to be reminded that they need to say wow, and that's why women say, how do you think I look today? But it's very, very important, because otherwise, why should our husbands be working with beautifully groomed, attractive women and come home to a sack of potatoes? You know what I mean? It's very, very important for the relationship that you put care in the way you look for him and for the love you have for him. And as I said, for your own self-esteem. Some women feel more comfortable covering their hair with hats, some women with different ways. The Lubavitcher Rebbe has encouraged women to use a sheitel, even though it might look more glamorous, but because with a hat or with a tichel, it always looks good if there is a little bit of hair showing. With a sheitel, you want to make sure that your hair is properly covered. And so, therefore, wearing a sheitel would ensure that you're doing the mitzvah to the best way possible. With regards to covering the hair at home, yes, it is something we do. We have a mitzvah of teaching our children about the right way of behaving and of being. Also, people come to the door and all sorts of things. We have across the road from us moved the rabbi from the shul, near us. And they are a modern Orthodox family. They are more modern than Orthodox. And the wife, used to not cover the hair at home. And she said to me, she says, moving here has been good for me. She says, because I know you across the road. She says, and I never know whether your husband's coming in or going out. So therefore, if I happen to walk past the window, out of respect for him, I want to have my hair covered. So it's practical to cover the hair at home the whole time. And again, there is the mitzvah and the spirit of the mitzvah. And if the hair is erva, I personally wouldn't walk around my house, bra knickers, and therefore I wouldn't walk around without my hair covered.
If you like that video, hit the subscribe button and notification bell below for hours of the best Jewish content online.